Hello YouTube, this is Shine and welcome to my channel, AC Shaman TV. First, I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone who subscribed to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you're new, welcome and don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Alright, so this reading is about Jeffrey Epstein and the relationship he had with Prince Andrew, Duke of York. So let's take a deeper look and see what was the relationship between these two. First, let's find out what is the energy between Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. What was the energy between Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein? Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. Not too many cards. Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. What is the energy? You have Two of Fire. There were two people who had a plan, who had a partnership, a connection. They were interested in similar things. They had similar ideas, which made it easy for them to spend time together. Okay, so I'm going to put Prince Andrew here and Jeffrey Epstein on this side. So how did Prince Andrew feel about Jeffrey Epstein? How did Prince Andrew feel, or how does he? Actually, let's say how did he feel at this moment? How did he feel about Jeffrey Epstein? How did Prince Andrew 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 feel about Jeffrey Epstein? We've got Five of Fire. The Chariot. Two of Water. Okay, and let's pull cards now for how did Jeffrey Epstein feel about Prince Andrew? How did Jeffrey Epstein feel about Prince Andrew? How did Jeffrey Epstein feel about Prince Andrew? We have Three of Water. Ace of Air. Queen of Air. Okay. So, all right. The first card is the Five of Fire. He saw Jeffrey Epstein, or he felt that Jeffrey Epstein had a lot of problems, that he was dealing with conflict amongst people, or he had conflict with people he dealt with. But he thought he was a pretty interesting, smart guy, because he was doing what he wanted, and people acknowledged him for the things he did. Even though he may have had conflict with people, he was still doing the things that he wanted to do. And so he felt that he had a lot of confidence, and he liked that in him, that he was a go-getter type of person. We have the Two of Water. He really felt a connection to him. He felt as though they had similar things that they really liked together, and so they formed a partnership, a connection on an emotional level, because they were able to understand each other in some ways that maybe others didn't really understand. And so that's what made them having that relationship, that partnership, be able to work, because they understood each other in a certain way. We have the Three of Water. Jeffrey Epstein saw Prince Andrew as someone who he could party with, someone who he could have fun with, someone who he could relate to, and be free to have fun and do whatever it is that he liked to do. But he really enjoyed the partying, that connection that they had. We have the Ace of Air. He saw Prince Andrew as someone who always had interesting ideas. He was smart. He saw him as someone who he could really relate to, and could give him, certain ideas, or be able to share certain ideas with him. And so he found that very inspirational. We have the Queen of Air. He also liked that Prince Andrew was a really fun, clever kind of person. He saw him kind of as a quick thinker. Even though his mother was the Queen of England, he also had his own sort of independence, and a little bit of freedom, and the freedom that he exuded, he really liked that. He liked that in his personality. Let's take a look. How did Prince Andrew feel about Jeffrey Epstein's death? How does Prince Andrew feel about Jeffrey Epstein's death? How does Prince Andrew feel about Jeffrey Epstein's death? Page of Water. He feels that he's lost a friendship, a relationship with someone who he could relate to, someone who he enjoyed spending time with and having a connection with. We have the Four of Water. In a way, he kind of reevaluating the relationship he had with him. And he also doesn't like the way the either the media or the society kind of looking at their relationship. He doesn't like how they're viewing it. And so he kind of wants to distance himself from that, even though it's like he's lost someone who he really felt a connection to. At the same time, it's like he needs to distance himself from that relationship. One more card. We have life experience. The death was a earth-shattering experience for him. He knew that this was going to make some changes in his life, and he has to make some decisions around the situation that has occurred that brought him to this point. So he may have to face certain things, um, even though because Jeffrey Epstein has died and there may not be the case is closed, there's still people's views and maybe, who knows, the possibility of things still coming out. So this whole situation has created an instability for him. It's shaking his world right now, and it's not something he wants, and it's not something that the monarchy wants either. Okay, let's see. Let me ask, what is in the shadow of their relationship that we don't know but can know? What is in the shadow of the relationship between Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew, Duke of York? What's in the shadows that we don't know but can know about the relationship between these two? What's in the shadows that we don't know but can know about the relationship between these two? We have 10 of water. They really saw each other as family, a familiar kind of relationship. You know, they really bonded and met each other's emotional needs. They felt that they could trust each other, and that's where that bond comes in, where that partnership comes in, because they could relate to one another, they could understand each other. One more card. What's in the shadows of their relationship that we don't know but can know? One more card. We have the Eagle card. That's the Devil card. This is about them having, again, similar device. This is about them having similar vices. Maybe also refusing to look at certain behaviors that they both exude. Them both maybe not looking at certain behaviors that are not healthy, and maybe in a way kind of not truly dealing, or maybe being in denial of that behavior. Or they both have, similar sexual appetite, sexual urges. And maybe that's also what Epstein liked about Prince Andrew, is that he could express those certain behaviors, certain wants and needs, and be able to bring it to fruition, be able to make it happen. And so he liked that about him as well. So this is what I've got on Prince Andrew and the relationship he had with Jeffrey Epstein. And again, this is all alleged, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.